Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped sitting high.
All right, fam, we got some late night Mancast action. Make sure you come on in through the door, hit that like button, share the stream. Let's fucking go. I know it's late night, but I'll serenade you to sleep with some sick fucking games. You know how we do. What's going on, Beaches? Can I call you Beaches? Of course I can, you fucking sluts. Yeah. Come one, come all. Come make some games. Lexi, Matthew, Jen, Kashina, Erica, to main stage. Erica. Alright. I won't keep you long waiting on this home screen. Be too hard, wanted to be, and then what I became. Ended up going Pedro, some late night games, some gorillas for you, my brother. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep, so I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see, got the same crew, got some new fleece, this an empire, fucking boutique, that's real. I say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal, on a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real, got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like oh well, oh well. Yeah, ride around this show up. Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Is this mic on? Testing testicles. Testicles. Oh. Welcome everyone to episode 1800 and 17 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and y'all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Mancast is brought to you by Everest and K2 flexing on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina one.
How you doing, fam? Welcome to the Mancast. Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe right here on YouTube every single day, The Daily Swole, and of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a 5-star review if you enjoy pinching your nips, if you enjoy the beard, if you enjoy the gains, if you enjoy being better than you were yesterday and keeping on. Fucking subscribe and be here and join in every day. Thank you for being here. What's going on, fam? How are we doing? What'd you smash today? You better have gone to the fucking gym. I hope you did. It is, Tuesday? It's Tainty Tuesday. It's Tuesday, April the 27th. And of course, you can catch that little Scrolly McScrollerson down below in just a moment because you know what time it is. Remember, we still have the Summer Swole special going on. I know the early bird. Well, you could have signed up.
Come on,
you could have signed up. I've been talking about the early bird special for a while. The early bird is over, but you can still get amazing specials, but those are ending soon. So you still have a chance. Last chances for Summer Swole. Check it out. swolenormusx.com/Summer Swole. Very nice. We're about to get into some good tip because of course today is Tainty Tuesday and I'm very excited. So why don't we not waste a single moment and let's just jump right in. So first, drop in the comments below, what did you smash today? Did you smash? You fucking better have smashed. And if you didn't, you better have a good fucking reason. There really isn't a good one, but I get it. Sometimes things go sideways, but what did you do today? What'd you work on? And we'll get into today's episode. Yesterday's episode of the Mancast 1816 was a private episode, our accountability meeting that is live inside Swole TV currently. So you can go and check that out and catch the replay. It's also pinned to the top of the private Facebook group. And we did some new releases. We talked about some of the new stuff that's coming up and we'll get into some of those things in just a moment. So let's just get into it, shall we, fam? Let's bust this nut wide open. What'd you smash? Drop in the comments and cover your nips for the busting of the nut. And put some respect on it, you hear? Yes, I know, Falcon. Settle down. Shush. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent. And would it be a Tuesday if Leo wasn't drinking alcohol? Leo, give it a break, please, for one day. Can you please? Can you please? Give me a break. All right. Well, hashtag Tainty Magooch. You could also drop a Tainty Tuesday, but hashtag Tainty Magooch. It is Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beesh. Don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. And everyone knows that. Everyone knows that story. Come on. You've all been told that story when you were a kid. Everyone knows the tale of Tainty Magooch. You don't want to be a Tainty Magooch. You'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Not a good look. So drop that in the comments down below. We will be giving away that Swole card at the end of today's episode. So now is the time to get into the tip. Let's get into it. Let's go, fam. Come on now. Just an inch. Come on, just an inch. It's cold outside. It is cold outside. Let's get that tip in the fucking door. All right, we got a couple things coming up. We talked about this yesterday during our accountability meeting. We got the 5 years of Swole coming up. That's right. That is absolutely right. Yeet. Yeet. 5 years of the Daily Swole. That's right. 5 years of the Daily Swole, May 8th, 2021. Be there. This will be a private event for the Swole fam only. Do not miss out on that. You could join, like I mentioned before. You could check the show notes, check the description, swolenormousx.com/summerswole, but we will have a special event. And a lot of members of the Swole fam have already been submitting their clips for the mashup, for like the throwback and the flashback edit we're going to put together. So I will be following up with that post inside the Facebook group. You could also send us an email with the timestamps on YouTube to team@swolenormous.com. We've talked about that, but I'll be making a post again. But on May 8th, we'll have a 5-year special event, and we will all watch some awesome throwback clips from your favorite episodes together, all the way back to episode 1. We'll watch whatever you guys submit. Whatever the Swole fam submits, we will we'll go back and watch some Swole back. We'll call that, instead of throwback, we'll call it a Swole back. But make sure you're there for that. Vaccinated, get free donuts, hot dogs, and cheesecake. Feed that obesity epidemic. Brand new salty sack. Brand new nuts on chin available on the Swolenormous channel. Yup. You've heard it here first. We talked about it before. We did the podcast. I did videos about the Krispy Kreme. You can get a donut every fucking day for the entire year if you show your vaccination card, not just one, but one every day. As it turns out, there are a bunch of companies that are trying to continue to poison people even after they get their vaccination. So very nice. Hey, you're fat, you get first in line for your vaccine. You got your vaccine? Cool. Now you can stay fat. Get some free poison. Come on down to our shop. We'll poison you for free. Make sure you also check out our other shows. You got the Daily Swole, of course, and also you have the Swolenormous audio experience. Did just drop a bunch of new episodes this week, so don't miss out on that. If you're subscribed to the Daily Swole, you can easily subscribe to the Swolenormous audio experience that's available everywhere. And you can also check some other awesome shows, Red, White, and Swole, and the Swolenormous Procast. We will have some more content coming up on that soon. Now that we're getting back up to speed. But for now, the main shows that are getting pumped out a lot are the audio experience and, of course, the Daily Swole here every day. So very nice. We also have another clip that's available right here on the Daily Swole channel. Demi Lovato calls out frozen yogurt shop for promoting diet culture. Remember that one? Yes, we know. Yeah, if you're complaining about the diet food or the diet culture displays when you go to get frozen yogurt, you might want to reconsider why you're going into a frozen yogurt shop just to eat you're eating a cone, all right? Unless you get it from a cup, I get it. but you get a cone that's made of just processed carbs and essentially just fucking corn and sugar. And then you're just getting white frozen cow jizz, essentially, in your frozen yogurt. So it's just pretty much just frozen sugar. But we have to complain and virtue signal and let everyone know how oppressed we are because you're not, Demi. So go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Sounds like me. Sounds like me. And of course, in closing, before we get into some awesome Swole Fam posts, remember this, fam? Remember this? What do we got coming up Thursday? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Tessie? What's coming up Thursday? What do we got Thursday? What do we got for him, Tessie? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got for the fam on Thursday?
What's in the box?
Day after mañana, we have... What? What are you so upset for?
Come on, stop whining.
I hit the wrong button. Let's get the applause going. I hit the salty button instead. You know how that goes. Live masterclass this Thursday, day after tomorrow, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And that is exclusive for Swole Fam members only. We'll be streaming live inside Swole TV and, of course, the private Facebook group, so you can watch it where it is convenient for you. We'll do another masterclass, and it's going to be fucking awesome. So I can't wait to see you there. That's Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Be there or be motherfucking square. Very nice.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
I see you, baby. I see you. Let's get into the first awesome post from the Swole Fam today. What we got for us? We got Andrew to start.
What's in the box?
We got Andrew to start. All right, let's check this out. Andrew shared his first post. Let's welcome everyone. Welcome Andrew to the Swole Fam. Very nice. Welcome, A-Bomb. Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm 23 and I weigh 312 pounds. I am so ashamed and disappointed in myself and how I've let myself go. I've tried losing weight before, but have always given up in the first week. I'm fed up with all my excuses of not doing this. You need a period in this, bro. With all my excuses of not doing this, I have made the decision that I need to change now so I can be happier and live life to the fullest. Andrew, you don't need any punctuation for me to know that that's just pretty much your way of saying, I'm sick and tired of being fucking fat and unhealthy, and I'm ready to crush it with the Swole Fam. So I'm all about it. All about it, baby.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it.
I'm all about it, Andrew. I'll let that one slide. Fuck the periods. Fuck the grammar. You just crush it. You crush it. That's all you need, baby. That's all you need. Welcome to the fam. All right, Lord, what you got? So just wanted to say today started my 1 month of working out in the gym with free weights again. Well, I still don't see the growth, but have seen it today. This morning, I went up 49 pounds on the weights. Still have yet to max out, but making baby gorilla gains. Indeed. It takes patience. It takes patience. 1 month. Today started by 1 month. It takes time. It takes time. You're not going to see results that quick. So it does take time. And actually, I see a comment down below. I agree with you when you say, let's see, Booger Bubble. Ah, yes, personal shame. Beautiful thing. I do think there is something beneficial about having some shame and having some, like, beating yourself up a little bit. Like, come on, you could do better. Fuck, look at me in the mirror. I'm not like this. Oh, I feel like shit. Calling yourself out on your bullshit. It doesn't really matter what you call it. I just think people need to have a little bit more self-awareness to be like, fuck, I'm a fat piece of shit. I need to change my life. And there's nothing negative about that. Right? Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. I've been fat and lazy. Well, no longer. Boom. Forget the past. It's all about what you do from this day forward. And if you make those changes, guess what? You leave that old you behind. So make those changes in the right direction. It's important. Merlin1585 inside the private Swole Fam Discord. Joined about a week ago, but I have been a long time listener. This is me trying to own up to building my community. My name is Brandon. I'll be 36 in a few weeks, and I'm an IT manager for a restaurant group. I'm 6'1" tall, about 300 pounds. I started my health journey a few years ago with CrossFit at 330 pounds. Dropped down to about 260 pounds, but as with my current weight shows, I put some of that back on over the last year and a half. I had to quit CrossFit due to the cost, which was my community, and I didn't adjust well. So this is me starting again, finding my, quote, day one to build successful good lifestyle habits. I'm taking it a little slower than what I probably should, but I have a habit of trying to do too much at once. Then I get overwhelmed and do nothing but fall back into old habits. So these first few weeks, I'm working on meditating daily and utilizing the fam here for my community. I'm so proud of you, Merlin. I'll call you Brandon. That's exactly what you should be doing. That's exactly what you should be doing. It's exactly what you should be doing. So many people, and I want to hear from you in the comments below. This is really common. This is really common. One, yeah, I agree with you, Booger Bubble. CrossFit is just severely overpriced, like $200-$300 a month to go to a fucking warehouse and run around the block on pavement in the summer heat, right? Just throw around some weights. It's pretty much an outdoor gym indoors. It's cool, but they're definitely overpriced. But at the same time, you meet people that want to take better care of their health. Whatever you think about CrossFit, those are people that are not trying to be lazy fucks. Those are people that are trying to improve their health, and they're there for positive reasons. So you have a great community, which is great, and I understand that. The problem is, Merlin, for example, that was your community, and your community was dependent on you on having that high price tag. But in reality, you need to be your own best community. And you have the Swole fam by your side now, but you need to be your own community. Really, you need to be a community of one, because if you are not satisfying your own needs, it doesn't matter who's around you. You need to be doing this for you, right? And you need to make sure that you are supporting yourself. You have that inner voice. You need to make sure that you're supporting yourself. But right here, when you said, I have a habit of trying to do too much at once, that's very common. And I always bring this up because, and a lot of you, if you had this similar experience, drop in the comments. But I try to temper people's excitement when they either join the Swole fam or they get so excited and, hey, I've been crushing this. All my 7 pillars, great. It's awesome and it's fantastic, but that's one day. What about the next day, the next day, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year? It's about consistency. So people ask me often, what's the most important pillar? What's your favorite pillar? They all are, but really consistency is the most important, essentially, because the first 6 are great, but if you don't do them every day, then you're not consistent with them. It doesn't really matter. So you could drive between the lines every single day. That one day you decide to close your eyes and be like, fuck it. You're gonna go off the road and kill yourself. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. So it's important to make sure that you are consistent, that you're doing it every day and that you're setting up those good habits. And there's no rush. Merlin, Brandon, you're doing this, you're making these changes, the first steps for the rest of your life. And it's important to have that long horizon, that long time horizon. And if your time horizon is too short, you're not going to make optimal decisions. If you're always thinking short term, you got to think long term. The longer term you think, the more wise of a decision you will make. So Brandon, you're in the right place, and I love that mindset. So keep on keeping on, and keep us informed, and reach out if you need anything, post up, join in live. Super awesome. Stoked. All right. Nora Lynn asking a question. Let's dig into it. Hello all. Let's get, I need here. Let's shampoo my crotch a little bit.
Shampoo my crotch.
There you go. That felt right. Hello all. It's been a while since I posted. I have been struggling. Right now I work 3 to 4 12-hour shifts a week, but with travel and report time, it's more like 14 to 15-hour shifts. During this time, we get a 20-minute lunch break, and in theory, we are not allowed to have food or drinks with us. I'm having trouble staying hydrated and not grabbing shitty processed snack foods. What is your go-to snack that I can keep at work? Any ideas on better ways to remember to stop and take water breaks? Thanks for your help. All right. So you get a 20-minute lunch break. Jesus Christ. You have to just suck it down. You're not allowed to have food or drinks with us. Is that legal? You can't have water? Not sure what you do, but that's pretty brutal. If you're not allowed to have water with you, sounds pretty fucked up. That sounds like an HR disaster or something like that. It sounds like it doesn't sound wise. But if you're having trouble stopping or remembering to take water breaks, and just set a timer on your watch, drink, and then set a timer for 20 minutes. And when it beep 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 beep, drink some water. Beep 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 beep, take a few sips. Or every half an hour, and chug more. But just make sure you're getting in, how much water you're trying to drink in a day, and then divide it up, and then set it accordingly. That's right. Booger Bubble says, reminds me of high school by the time we sat down. Yeah, remember high school? You'd have 40 minutes for lunch, or 45. Then you had to fill in. You had to go and get your food or sit down, and everyone's sitting down, find a chair. By the time you ate, it was like 20 minutes. Yeah. Let's see here. What's your go-to snack that I keep at work? It sounds like honestly, if you like intermittent fasting or some kind of fasting, it sounds like that'd be better for you. I personally don't do snacks. You could do beef jerky or different things. I mean, everyone's got their own ideas for snacks based on your elimination diet, but you might just prefer to fast and eat before or eat after or load your day differently. Maybe it's better for you to keep it more, more within like a fasting window. If that makes it easier, since you don't have a lot of time, you don't have to think about it as much. So it really depends. Any snack foods, that's not really the right question, because it really depends on what foods work best for you and what foods you're trying to consume. So it's really the best way to determine snacks. The best way to determine snacks is not, okay, here's a snack, let me eat that. It's what's my elimination diet, what foods work best for my body. And then from that information, then you can work backwards and create any small snack meals. But I prefer eating larger meals, but keeping my eating to a time window rather than be eating and snacking and grazing all day. You're going to have more hunger cravings and crashes and stuff. And if you're eating more of a higher fat diet, more fat adapted, you're going to have less cravings. It'll be easier to go without food and better for fasting and such. Let's see. Oh, we got some follow up on that. I'm curious about the drinking thing. That sounds like a mess. Lexi's daughter just quit a job because they had an issue with me drinking water on their time. What the fuck is wrong with people? They had an issue with you drinking water on their time. How dare you drink water on my time?
How dare you?
How could you? How could you hydrate yourself like a human fucking being? How dare you how dare you consume hydration? How dare you? I told them they don't pay me enough to be dehydrated all day. Yeah, fuck those jabronis. Fuck those jabronis. All right, we got one more. What do we got? We got one from Steph. Yoga question, fam. I have an old lower back injury from being an idiot teenager carrying a 60-pound backpack like an asshole over one shoulder. I've dealt with it through my whole adult life and have been to physical therapy for it, so I have the proper exercises for when it acts up. However, I've noticed poses like boat pose, upward facing dog, sphinx, and cobra can aggravate that particular injury when I hold them too long. Am I doing myself a disservice by skipping those poses entirely? Are there other options that are more gentle but have the same effect on the spine? The therapist was no help when I asked. They basically said whatever works for you works for me. Yoga isn't my specialty.
Matt Damon.
I can't blame someone. At least they're honest. I'll tell you this one. At least the therapist was honest and didn't say like, well, just do this, that, and the other. At least they were honest. Yoga isn't my specialty. I get it, but I think everyone should have a fundamental understanding of yoga. Anyhow, let's see. So you had a lower back injury, upward facing dog, boat pose. My question is what I see here, it says, I've been to physical therapy for it, so I have the proper exercises for when it acts up. What are you doing when it's not acting up? I don't know if you knew this, but physical therapy exercises are there to prevent it from coming back. So if you know what exercise to do, you should be doing those even when you don't have pain, before it's acting up. That's the whole point. You want to be doing these exercises so it doesn't act up. So you create that proper balance. It really depends on, when you say old lower back injury, I'm not a doctor, but I don't know exactly what that means. That's vague. You could have a lot of stuff going on in the lower back. Like what exactly is going on? So it seems like upward facing dog, boat, sphinx, cobra, any type of extension is bothering you. Glute activation, glute movements, making sure that you're doing a lot of hip mobility, but glute activation is going to help stabilize the spine. You might also benefit from certain stabilization exercise. Really hard to say just from what you said here. So I'm just kind of throwing things out there, but, doing yourself a disservice. Don't be beating yourself up. You definitely, when it comes to yoga, or really most things, especially yoga, and a lot of you can relate, so you could drop your thoughts in the comments, but there's discomfort and there's pain. So yoga is very releasing, but a lot of people have this wrong idea of what yoga is. It's not like you do yoga and you're meditating, not moving. Yoga can be fucking painful. And painful in the sense of like really challenging. I don't want to say painful, challenging. It can be really uncomfortable. You're in a position, you're like, oh, what the fuck? And it's really like aching because you're moving your body in ways that's designed to move, but you've never done it. You're breaking through all the scar tissue and like petrified joints that have never moved. You're waking up muscles that have never worked before. You're feeling things in places you didn't even know existed. You're like, what the fuck is that? You don't know you have these tiny muscles in your hips until they start aching from holding a pigeon pose for more than 10 seconds. And you're, oh my God, I think I hurt myself. The next day, my fucking hip hurts. And it's really just your piriformis. You actually stretched it for the first time in your entire life and you don't know what that is. So you feel like you injured something and you avoid doing yoga again because it was uncomfortable for a few days. And it was just because you're not used to actually having a sore muscle and you don't know what it's like to have sore stabilizers. It's just everyone's different when it comes to that. But yoga is definitely something that's going to challenge you. Just like weightlifting. It's not something you do for relaxation in the sense. Yoga can be very relaxing, but when you first start, especially some of the more challenging level 1, vinyasa, ashtanga, it's going to make you sore. It can make you extremely fatigued. It can, you can get hurt. You can get hurt if you progress too fast or you move too quickly. You don't do it. You're not paying attention and you slip or something. There's always risk, but it's something that you need to lean into is that challenge. So doing yourself a disservice, yes and no. I mean, you don't want to work through pain, but discomfort, there's a very fine line. So I encourage you to practice yoga and to improve. And you could also look into your nutrition too and see if there's anything like inflammatory, any issues maybe that could be causing some more joint distress or bloating or pressure that might lead to you not getting into certain positions or feeling more discomfort. But sometimes you just need to find some different poses and try some different classes and see what might loosen it up, but make sure you're pairing that up with activation exercises, stabilization, glute work, and, just keep on practicing. So a disservice, that's not really the right word. You're definitely missing out on amazing releases for your upper back, but there are adjustments and stuff that you can do to focus on extension in your thoracic spine while maybe minimizing the extra pressure on your lower back. But I would say definitely strengthening your glutes and your intrinsic stabilizers, like doing planks and other types of exercises, hip bridges, planks, balance exercises, like single leg exercises, stuff from like total body awareness in Swole X. That could be really great. So, and there's always methods of modifying an exercise. So if you can't get into a pigeon pose, you can put a block. They have wedge blocks. They have different shape blocks. You can put a towel under your hip. You want to relax. Anytime your body, like you're holding a pose and like your thigh in pigeon pose is off the ground, there's tension in the muscle because your muscle's stretching, but it's also contracting to, support your body. So if you can put a pillow there, you'll realize you're able to relax completely because you bring the ground to you. That's what a block does. That's what these yoga wedges do. It just brings the ground to you. It's not cheating. It's not making it easier. Oh, I'm too much of a pussy to do the move. No, it's adjusting and modifying it to fit your needs in the moment. So there really is no good or bad in yoga. There's just you customizing and improving. It's just a self-improvement. It's a self-improvement journey. So a lot of people feel like they're terrible at yoga because they see someone doing a pretzel in a class. That's, if you're doing the class inside Swole X, like the yoga girl, like they're amazing. You're not going to be as flexible as them. Maybe someday, maybe be more flexible. Most people won't, no matter how much you practice, because they're practicing the same as you and they're still practicing. So it's not really a comparison. It's more of a personal adjustment to see what works best for you. So don't be afraid to customize, try, tweak different things, and keep on looking to do better for yourself. All right, excellent. So if you want to join the Swole fam, swolenormousx.com/summerswole. And of course, make sure you're subscribed to the Daily Swole, Apple Podcast, Spotify, the Daily Swole channel on YouTube. Leave a review, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Do so. Cheers, beaches. Get some grills.
Wow. 60% of the time,
oh yeah,
it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. We got some questions, so let's take some questions now. Let's do some Ask Papa Swolio. If you do have a question, drop it in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. Got some from Instagram. And if you missed out on Sunday's Ask Papa Swolio live, now is a great chance to catch up. Or if there's anything that I just said that you want me to expound on a little bit schmore, we can talk about it a little bit schmore. APS, why so late? Because I fucking felt like it. Because I got stuff to do and it's late. Why so late? I don't know. I'm here. We're here right now. Why so late? Why every day? Because fucking consistency, bitches. Not only when it's convenient, right? All right, let's see here. Jen, my 3-year-old does 5 minutes of yoga with me. That's all he lasts. Takes out his mat, and then he follows Papa. Good man. Good man, good man, good man. All right, let's take a question from Instagram. If you asked questions earlier, I can't keep up with all the chat all the time. So make sure that you are dropping it again. If you got a question and I missed it before, now's the time to do it. I ain't scrolling back through. So make sure you drop in the comments below, especially if you're still watching. You should be. Sydney Rose Buckaloo, what brand of coffee do you drink? I kind of go back and forth. I like the Mentalist from Bulletproof. That's a good brand. I always get beans. I like to grind it. Mama Swole likes the Nespresso. She likes the little espresso one. So sometimes I have the Pete's ones of espresso if I don't feel like grinding and doing the whole French press thing. I've had Death Wish before, but it's just too much caffeine. Like it's really unnecessary. If you need that much, then you're probably not sleeping enough and not hydrating. I did that for a little bit, but it's just unnecessary. I do like, because you don't want a lot of fluid in your system necessarily before a workout. So it's really great to have, like, if you have a natural pre-workout or something without stimulants and you want to do that, and then you have an espresso or something, or black coffee is good. Let's see what else I also like. I've had Black Rifle before. I kind of mix it up, but a real nice, smooth, consistent bean is the Mentalist I really like. It's a good option. There's so many good coffee brands out there. So many organic roasts, so many micro roasts and stuff like that. So Experiment Bones coffee is really good too. But I always like the beans. I don't like coffee when it comes ground. I feel like it's old already. Anyone else like that? If it's ground already, I'm like, it's old. Give me old fucking coffee, man. It's like, how long has this been ground for? I like everything fresh. I like to grind it myself. So, Lualejos, or Lualejos, or El Ualejos, or Lualejos. Is your name Lualejos, or Lualejos? I'm going to call you Lualejos. Lua? Do you have a favorite pillar? I didn't even read the question yet. Indeed I do, good sir. Indeed I do. Yes. Indeed. Just like Bane from Batman. Indeed, the 7 pillars. I try to talk like that. Consistency. When you say a favorite pillar, I don't, but I do. I do and I don't. I don't like to say I have a favorite pillar because they're all important and they're really all equally important. But if you have the first 6, if you got community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, but we just talked about it. If you're not consistent, it doesn't really matter. So I don't like to say there's a most important pillar, but I think we can all agree that pretty much number 7 is the most important, because you could have, hey, you could surround yourself with good people on a Monday. You ate great on Monday. Hey, nutrition, check. You trained hard on Monday. Awesome. You recovered, right? You took some rest. You foam rolled. You did some mobility stuff. You drank some water, got some good sleep on Monday. Mobility, you practice a little bit of yoga. Cool. You meditate on Monday. Awesome. And then Tuesday, you just fucking do nothing. And then Wednesday, you do nothing. And Thursday, right? So it's, if you're not doing it every day, what the fuck are you doing it for? You're not going to get results, or you're not going to get anything close to what you could be getting. All right. What else we got here? Zuolaga. If you would have to only do one movement, what is with these questions? What the fuck are with these questions? Why does this question always pop up? What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
If you only have one workout, one movement for life, which one would it be? Fuck you. And nothing against you, Zuolaga, but this is just a silly question. I don't know. I don't know why everyone asks this. If you had one thing to do the rest of your life, but I don't. These theoretical, if you could only do one thing, it always comes down to this, okay? Listen to me here. Listen to me. I don't really even care about the answer to this question. I care about the premise. In what fucking realm would I have the ability or the need to only choose one thing for the rest of my life? Like, what kind of punishment is that? You have been convicted of blah, blah, blah. You must only do one movement for life. What will it be? What? It's like, huh? What are you talking? That's my punishment? All right. Okay. One movement. That's different. One movement or workout. One movement. One movement, like one single exercise. Maybe a kettlebell swing. Seriously, maybe. It's meditative. You want to do high repetition. You didn't say how many reps I could do. If you do super high reps, it could be very meditative, like running, very cardiovascular. It'd be very great for strength and power. I don't know. It's just a silly question. Silly question. Let's see. Yvonne, part of me feels like it's people trying to get away with doing the bare minimum. I guess if you're thinking about it like that, what is he going to choose? Let me just do that. That's just silly, though. Hiccups. That's just silly, though. You shouldn't just pick like one thing and only do it. Cerny, when you're pounding that tire with your hammer, is it possible that the hammer could bounce back and smack you in the head? Yeah. It actually did a couple times, almost. Because the hair, I had to put it up in one of the later videos. So I had the hair down, but it was everywhere. And it was really hard to see and what I was doing, and the hair was everywhere. I was like, oh, right after the first couple swings, I'm like, I can't see shit. At least it'll probably look good on a video for the posting, but this is not something I'm going to do consistently. So yeah, it bounces back. Just got to make sure you don't hit yourself in the face. I mean, I'm not there like in front of me. I'm reaching out a little bit farther in front. But it depends on what the angle was on the video. It might have looked closer than it really was. But sure, it can definitely bounce back. The tire doesn't rebound that hard. It does sink in. It's not that much of a recoil, but you can hit it in certain parts and it'll definitely bounce a little bit more. For sure. All right, Ruben. Ooh, look at this name. Hey-oh, Ruben is badass. I'll be the fucking judge of that, Ruben. Or is your name Rube Ennis? Rube Ennis badass. Yeah, Ruben is badass. All right. I'm 196 pounds and wanting to lean out. How much protein should I be eating? I'm hitting it.
Matt Damon.
I'm hitting it. I have to. I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. No fucking idea. Okay. 196 pounds of what? Of what? Like, I don't know anything about you. How tall are you? Are you exercising? Or what are you doing? What's your body fat percentage? Like, anything about you would be great. How much protein? It's not that simple. It is, but it isn't. How much protein? I don't know. Eat maybe like 0.8 to a gram per pound of body weight. Maybe if you're training super hard. If you're not training as hard, you don't need as much. I don't know how much lean mass you have. It's not about your body weight. It's about your lean mass. No idea. No, I'm 100. You have a lot of other things to look into. Ruben, I recommend going to swolenormousx.com and downloading the 7 pillars and starting to focus on the real areas of your life that are going to lead you to where you're trying to go. You want to lean out? You got to be focusing on your food quality. You got to be focusing on your community. All 7 pillars are very important. All these things here on the right side of your screen, they're so important. It's not about, imagine if it was that easy. Think about it. I'm 196 pounds. I'm 196 pounds. 196 pounds, and I want to lean out. Okay. How much protein should I eat? That's not even a full-blown pillar number 2. That's not even that's just literally a number. That's a macro. You're not talking about the quality of that protein. You're not talking about when you're eating that protein. You're not talking about anything else that you're consuming, your total caloric intake, your other foods that you're consuming. You're not talking about your community. You're not talking about your nutrient timing or your eating window. You're not talking about your training, your recovery, mobility, mindfulness, because it's all the 7 pillars. That's not even a full second pillar. So you want to lean out? I'm curious about the other things. I appreciate the question, but I'm curious as to other things that are conveniently omitted in that question. Need some more context on that. It's not that. That's me telling you whether it's 190 or 150 or 100 or 250. That's not going to help you lean out at all. Just me giving you an answer like that, that's not going to help you make any of those positive changes without those other things. Okay. Now, Shaylav Gabordex. Shaylav Gabod. RX, like prescription. Shayla Vega. Oh, Shayla Vega? Shayla Vega bod? Bod prescription? Shayla Vega bod RX. I'm going to go with that. That was a tough one. I think I did well on that one. I think I did well. That was a tough one. That was like national. I feel like I just need to bust out the Rosetta Stone to decipher that one. That was tough. That was tough. How do I lift my booty? Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's on fire!
How do I lift my booty? I got to heat up before I go on fire.
He's heating up!
Thank you. How do I lift my booty? Do you need a hand? Hey-o. Mama Swole wouldn't like to that too much. Okay, how do I lift my booty? Well, you might be talking about the glute ham tie-in. You should be doing glute exercise. Do some hip bridges. You could do lunges. You could do single leg squats. You can do Bulgarian split squats. Make sure you're doing all the yoga. Make sure you're practicing yoga, Nordic curls. You can do glute ham curls with a roller. You can get those little rollers online where you put your heels on it. You can roll, lift your butt. It's kind of like a hip bridge with a leg curl. There you go. So many different ways to lift your booty, plus nutrition, plus all the other aspects. Do it all. You do it all. Who the fuck is Jay Coley? Jay Coley. I am 66 kilograms and 181 centimeters. I'm an American. I have no idea what the fuck you just said. Yow. Yow. 66 kigs? Fuck is that? Thanks, Reagan. What was it, Nixon? Who was that? What was it? I don't know. Was I alive then? I don't know. What, 66 kilograms is what? 130, 40 pounds? No? 2.2? Who cares? Someone else can convert that. I want some muscle. Should I go? This is like the same question as the other guy. I'm this weight and this height and I want muscle. Should I go to the gym or start calisthenics? Fuck, do it both. Yo, this is all mindless sheep questions. They really are. And this is not to insult you, Jay Coley, and this is not to insult Shayla or Ruben. These are all, I want to talk about this for a second. Okay. All right. We're going up on a rant. You ready for a rant? Everyone hit the like button, drop some comments, share with their friends, text everyone you know. Papa Soyo's about to fucking go
Boom shakalaka!
Off. These are all questions that are just like mainstream media. It's the same old bullshit. You're being brainwashed and programmed and distracted from what's really going on. These are all ignorant questions. And listen to what I'm saying. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm not even calling the people ignorant. All right. So anyone listening to me, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm not insulting you, but these are ignorant questions because there's no effort behind them. It's like, I'm this height and this weight. I want some muscle. Should I go to the gym or start calisthenics? They're not mutually exclusive. They're exercise. Who cares? The gym is a fucking building. You could do it in your backyard or in your living room or at a gym. It's just you have walls and a roof. You just have more equipment there because the owner fucking invested $10 million and you pay $40 a month. Or you can spend 20 grand or 10 grand or 5 grand and build your own gym. It's just a fucking room. That's all it is. A big fucking room. Now, that being said, these fucking questions, they're just lazy. These are questions that people ask without taking action. You need to make some fucking moves. Like, should I go to the gym? Yes. Should I start calisthenics? Sure. You could do pull-ups and push-ups and shit. Fuck. Start. You want to build muscle? If you want to build muscle, do what people that build muscle do. They lift weights. So lift weights. It's that simple. People are asking, what is there that much misinformation out on Google? Yes and no. There's so much misinformation. There's also all the right information too. You just have to have a decent enough head on your shoulders to cipher through the bullshit. It's all there. Everyone's like, there's so much crap. There's so much distraction, all this misinformation. All the right information is there too. You have to understand what the nonsense is. And if you understand that hard work and personal responsibility is being deflected and postponed and delayed, it's always going to be the answer. The harder road, the harder path, the greater challenge, that's always going to be the answer. That's always the answer. Which is more difficult? Which takes more time? That's the fucking answer. It's not going to be the one that you want. How I lose weight fast? You don't. How's that? How's that? How's that feel? How you like them apples?
Inconceivable!
It's always going to be hard. All right. So yeah, it's going to take you years. I want to build muscle really fast. That's cool. You can want whatever the fuck you want. You can want whatever the fuck you want. It's not going to happen fast, but you can want that. It's okay. I don't hate you for wanting that. It's just not going to happen fast. Period. End of story. So, I mean, how should I build muscle? How do I lift my booty? I want to lean out. How much protein should I be eating? I mean, I get the questions and I understand where they're coming from, but this is not all about just math. There's also logic behind it and some common sense. Like you need to actually invest in just being an overall healthy person, and you need to have some desire and some curiosity. I was just talking about this with Mama Swole over dinner, and I was talking about how people aren't taught how to question things. That's the problem with our education system. Everyone grows up just being taught how to spit back and answer. Then guess what? When you grow up and you're out in the real world, quote unquote, the real world where you're not getting you're still getting brainwashed, but you've been programmed just to spit back information. You're not taught to actually look up information. You're not taught to how to sift through and how to critically think about what you see. Oh, there's 5 news stories. Well, you might want to use a little Venn diagram and cross-check that with some logic and common sense and filter out the bullshit. And then there you go. Then you have your truth. But a lot of people don't have time and they don't have the curiosity and they don't care and they don't realize that they need to care. You know, people don't know how to search for information. They don't even know what questions to ask. They ask the little silly superficial ones that you see on Men's Health and you see on Instagram and all this bullshit. You see all these ripped, juiced up guys that are fucking eating garbage food in their pictures, but they look all shredded. This one fucking meal that they ate for an Instagram picture right after a bodybuilding competition. They're just finished injecting 500 milligrams of test into their asshole. Yeah, of course they're going to look lean. And no, it's not good for you. And no, the cheat meals aren't good for you. No, they're not helping you. Yes, they're an excuse. Yes, those are poisonous pieces of fucking trash that you're putting in your mouth. You can justify it any way you want. It's still crap. Anyway, common sense isn't common, but you need common sense. And you need to actually have a little bit more self-starting. How do I lose weight? How do I build muscle? Come on, man. Seriously, fucking come on.
Come on, man.
I mean, and I'm not hating on anyone that asks me a question. I want you to keep on asking questions. But still, when I get these questions, it's just so frustrating. Why are these questions even being asked? What the fuck answer are you looking for? Google it. You have everything you need on fucking Google. Use DuckDuckGo. Dig up some old Alta Vista. Maybe Ask Jeeves still has some gems in his fucking pant leg. Who knows? Fucking what? Hotbot or some shit. Metacrawler. It's still got that out there, right? Somewhere Dogpile. Go get you some. Go get you some fucking throwback search engine shit.
Yow.
Those are probably all in like Tor browsers. Those are probably all dark web now. Sorry. You're gonna have the FBI knocking on your door. I apologize. Anyway, I'm just...
Boom shakalaka!
You know, they're not evil questions. I just feel like, come on. These are just, why are you asking this? Are you trying? This is, come on now. Come on. Just saying. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of biased information on Google. They're only showing you what they want to show you. That's been proven. Hell, if you type in the word riot on Google, you still see stuff about the fucking Capitol riot, as if anyone gives 2 fucks about that. Not the riots that are happening every fucking night in this country, but hey, 4 months ago, something happened. Great. All right, that social worker Jay, how do you get healthy when family is the constant trigger in your life with their eating? You got to move out, buy your own food. That's tough. Fuck your family, man. How do you get healthy when family is the constant trigger in your life with their eating? So obviously you're not watching right now, Jay. So the context is very important. They trigger you because you live with them. they cause you stress and it causes you to go binge eat or something, or you're blaming it on them and they're stressing you out and then you end up overeating or you end up going in junk food because you're trying to look for this excuse and this like just this release of rage and get that instant mouth pleasure. You know, if you're living with your family, you have to control your own food. And if whoever you live around, if they're giving you shit, meditation, isolation, moving out, I mean, there are really only so many answers. If you're living with your family and you live under their roof, you have to go by their choices. If you're not making your own food or buying your own food or making your own money to buy your own food, then, you know, you just sound like you're complaining. Oh, make this. Like, no. If they give you shit and you're making your own food and you're paying for your own food, they can go fuck themselves. And this is why people move out and have their own places. And, you know, and times are tough now for a lot of people. So I get that too. But meditation and staying on a healthy lifestyle, inviting your family, getting them more involved, cooking, maybe if you don't have access to getting your own food, maybe you could, you know, get involved more with cooking and prepping food and being more interested and be like, hey, you know, I really want to start eating healthier for me. And, you know, do you mind if I, you know, pitch in and make dinner a couple nights and, you know, make some of the meals? You don't have to have any, but just getting interested in making my own food. I don't know anything about you, Jay, but just some ideas. Just some ideas. And so any of you can drop your thoughts in the comments below. So these are all good questions. And some days I do like to go into some of those questions, the other ones that we're talking about, but sometimes they just kind of get under my skin. It's frustrating when I see these questions that are like, oh, why are you asking me? That's fucking go do it. Go do it. You're so far beyond this. Why does that question even exist? Right? Why does that question even fucking exist? But now, that being said, it's time to take this up a notch. It is Tainty Tuesday. We'll be giving away this amazing Swole card. Tainty Magooch in the comments. Drop it in the comments below. We got some shit posts. We got a bunch to catch up on. Some of these are, we got to catch up. So let's get into some delicious balls deep action.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's deep. What's in the box?
It sure is. Okie dokie. Here we go. We got a shit post. I just hit the button and here we go. If diets worked, there would be one diet and everyone would do it once.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
What? If diets worked, there would be one diet and everyone would do it once. Well, that's a lame play on words there. We all have a diet. I have a diet. You have a diet. It's called everything that you eat. That's your diet. Oh, you mean dieting? You mean diet culture? The bad white man? Is that what you're talking about? The patriarchy is making you fat? I think your bad habits and putting all that food in your mouth is making you fat. But this is just my thoughts on the matter. So take that ball bag with a grain of salt. Make it Celtic sea salt, by the way. The account on this is called Obesity is Dangerous. Indeed. If you went on a diet and lost weight, the diet worked. If that's what the goal of it is, not all dieting, not all nutrition plans are geared around weight loss. Some nutrition plans are just anti-inflammatory or alkaline or whatever it is. Not everyone's goal is to lose weight. You can change your diet and not have a goal of weight loss. So this is just a play on words and it's a poor one. Failing to maintain the loss because you went back to the eating habits that got you overweight in the first place is not the fault of the diet that had worked. Oh, these fucking posts. Okay, enough. It's called nutrition. All right, let's get a Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
But we got another one. We're just gonna move right along. We got a bunch of these. We got a bunch of fucking epic shit posts from like Instagram and all stuff. We got a couple repeat offenders. We got one from Riley Laster, everyone. We got one from Riley. Mixed applause. I know. Everyone's mixed feedback.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Uh-huh. All right. Riley, ketosis. Keto is just a privileged way to be malnourished. Well, that is fundamentally incorrect. That's fundamentally fucking wrong.
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Keto, you're not going to be malnourished at all if you do it properly. If you're eating just tons of cheese whiz and I don't know, fucking just garbage fats, then yeah, you're going to be malnourished. This isn't even close to being true. Keto is a privileged way. No, it's not. Keto is actually very fundamental and your body will tap into it. It's evolution. You're not supposed to have constant access to carbohydrates. Probably why people are fat, maybe including yourself, Riley. I don't know. Maybe could be why you're so angry at a way of eating. How can you be that angry? You're so privileged because you're not eating carbs. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Why is keto privileged? Because I'm not stuffing my face with carbohydrates. Where's the privilege there? The privilege to make a choice? Yeah, I mean, first world country. When you live in the UK, you live in the United States. I mean, yeah, we have it amazing. Life is amazing. Our countries are amazing, which is very interesting why so many of you biches are complaining all the time. Why do we have so many social problems that are fucking made up? Oh, because life is too easy and humans need something to complain about. Humans need struggle and challenge. And when you don't have any challenge, you look for shit to complain about. And that's essentially what's going on here. You got way too much free time. Get a fucking job. All right, here. I am Kelsey Jepson. All right, we got more Dookie Dookie. I'm excited. We got a lot of shit posts today. You can tell it's a little bit extra stanky. All right. Though anyone can suffer from poor body image, only fat bodies are discriminated and oppressed by fat phobia. Isn't that how it works? Like people that are afraid of spiders, they're the only ones that suffer when they go to a spider museum or the spider zoo. What are you talking? Though anyone can suffer from fear of heights, only people that are afraid of heights are discriminated against by going to see the Grand Canyon. It's like, yeah, that's kind of how it works. All right, I'll read this again. I can't. These things are so stupid. I can't even read through the whole thing without just tearing it apart first. Though anyone can suffer from poor body image, only fat bodies, not fat people. The bodies are fat, not the people. The people aren't fat. The bodies are fat. That's right. That's right. Because you're living or you're stuck. You're inhabiting a fat body. I forgot. Only fat bodies are discriminated and oppressed by fat phobia. You can't experience internalized fat phobia. You cannot experience internalized fat phobia unless you yourself are fat. Did you know that? You can't experience internalized fat phobia unless you yourself are fat. Does that make sense? I thought, so you have to be fat to experience someone else's internalized fat phobia? I thought I had internalized fat phobia because I don't want to be fat. So it's internal. I don't think it's internal. Like I'll tell you, like I don't want to be fat ever. I have no fear of being fat. I have no fear of it because I'm not going to be with my habits. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, I don't want to be. It's just not even a concern because I won't be because have good habits. All right. Hating fatness versus hating your own fatness are two very different things. They might be, but they're both fucking dumb. So I'll call you out on being stupid on both accounts. You, Kelsey, are guilty of making a dumb post. This is a dumb post. This is silly.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Yeah.
I award you no points. No. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this person? Can you imagine if Kelsey took all this fat aggression and instead of coloring this Instagram post, instead of choosing the right font, making the periods, thinking about it, probably writing a caption and shit. I don't think there is any caption here. I'm not going to read if there is. We don't There's no caption. There's no You don't need it. It's just itself. It's just terrible. Can you imagine if Kelsey actually took that energy, that time and attention that this person will never get again? You'll never be able to get those minutes back on this podcast. Kelsey will never be able to get those minutes back in her life. She spent her time crafting this Duke masterpiece. Imagine if you took some responsibility and took care of your health. You wouldn't have to make up nonsense. Just some thoughts. We got another returning champ. Riley Laster is back again. Boom. You thought she was down, but she's back. She's fucking back. As horrifying as that might be, Riley writes, when should you try intermittent fasting? Oh, do tell me. Do tell. I'm curious. Let's talk about intermittent fasting. Let's talk about not eating all fucking day. When should you try intermittent fasting? When you want to slow your metabolism? Incorrect. Number 2, when you want to damage your relationship with food by adding in rules? Fuck your feelings. Number 3, when you want to mess with your hunger cues by skipping meals? That's a lie. It's just completely false. Don't want this? Don't do intermittent fasting. Oh, Riley. Now, I will tell you, Riley, if you're listening, you probably aren't, but you would want to try it. You might learn something. It might shut you up a little bit. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to health or fitness, especially intermittent fasting. So, as curious as you might be about closing your mouth to food, I definitely encourage you to close your mouth. Close your thumbs too. You haven't earned your opposable thumbs. You need to stop texting. You need to stop typing. You need to give that voice of yours a break, because spreading lies and deception, it's not becoming of a young lady. It doesn't slow your metabolism. It doesn't damage your relationship with food. It doesn't mess with your hunger cues. It's fucking evolution. The only reason Riley is here today is because we didn't fucking eat nonstop and get fat and kill ourselves off like we're doing now. The human species, we are on the decline. So, yeah, we ain't thriving. We certainly aren't. We certainly are not. Okay, let me see one more. I think we got anything else here? We got one more maybe. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's take one more. How about that? Do you guys like intermittent fasting? That's funny. Whenever I see intermittent fasting in a post, it's funny because that's one of the classic questions that we all laugh about. When people ask me, a lot of you in the comments, you always troll me like, hey, Papa, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting on Ask Papa Soul Your Life? What do you think about intermittent fasting? I asked him. He's going to get so pissed. He's going to rage. Yeah, I rage on that because it's the fucking most over-asked question. Is intermittent fasting? What are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? Is intermittent fasting safe? Yes, it's safe to not eat for a couple hours. It's okay to not eat all fucking day. What is intermittent fasting? They consider intermittent fasting 18-6. That means you're only eating, or 16-8 is considered intermittent fasting. You know what a 16-8 is? That means you're able to eat within an 8 hour. Let me emphasize that. You're able, or quote, allowed on a 16/8 intermittent fasting, you're allowed to eat for 8 fucking hours. Oh, the horror, the horror, the horror, the horror. You get to eat for 8 fucking hours out of the day. So what does that mean? You're able to eat from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. at night. Then you go CPs. And you wake up maybe at 6 or 8 o'clock. And if you wake up at 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. for work or whatever it is, the horrific life you must have because you can't eat for 6 hours until 2 p.m. It's ridiculous. I think a 16-8 is a fucking joke. That's not intermittent fasting. I think it's a joke. It really is. It's a joke. It's a joke. If you really want to actually get the benefits from intermittent fasting or really feel some benefits, you need an 18-6 or a 24. Like eating for 4 hours. It's ridiculous. An 8-hour eating window. That's nonsense. That's just pretty much normal. There's absolutely no reason for you to eat all day. It's skipping breakfast. You're eating at 2 o'clock. You're just not eating at 9. Give me a fucking break. If you can't do that, you're so fucking broken. It's the easiest thing in the world. Yes, it's safe. Yes, it's how we've evolved, but it doesn't swap out the need for paying attention to food quality. Food quality, number one, then you can start worrying about your macros. Then you can start worrying about how many calories you're consuming. Then you can start worrying about how should I do my eating lifestyle, my intermittent fasting. Number one is food quality, period. Food quality is of the utmost importance. All right, we'll come back to this next post tomorrow. We'll save that for tomorrow because that's a good one too, but we are going to rage. Let's get some more feedback on that last post here. Alyssa Jean, bruh, why are they all so dumb? Like, it honestly hurts my brain knowing that people actually think like this. Unironically, it's true. It's true. But if you look at the news, you see how dumb people are out there. There's a lot of dumb people. It's no different. People have always been stupid. Only with social media, you're able to see how stupid people are 24/7, 365. So I think it's just shocking for people. That's my theory. And people have always been super, super dumb and super ignorant. We're only seeing how stupid people can be and how misinformed, but not just that. You see how ill-intentioned people are because they're just grifting. So all these people are just grifting off this fat acceptance and body positive. They're just grifters. They're just trying to make a buck or get a following based off these lies and nonsense. And they can tell themselves how true it is, or the mean white man, or it's the patriarchy, or it's systemic fat phobia, or whatever the fuck it is. It's just nonsense. Just making excuses and complaining about nothing. Let's see. Lexi, intermittent fasting has been very effective for me. This girl is whack. Agreed. Moderate carb maven. Intermittent fasting does the opposite of all that. Indeed. Dawn, now if I encountered something like that, I would be fat phobic. Let's see. Lynn, 16-8. You just skip a breakfast. You may die. LOL. Nice. Let's see here. Kashina, I eat twice a day. I drink a ton more water. It just feels better. I agree. I personally like eating two meals. I kind of eat for like a certain period of time, but usually later in the day for me. I'm trying to not eat too late anymore, but it's a little progress, like, changing my flow. Atropos, the Fate. Papa Swole, does coffee count when fasting for intermittent fasting? Most people would say yes. I think there's some arguments against it, but that's fine. Excuse me. So if you want to have coffee, but black coffee, no milk and sugar and stuff in it. So you might read online some pushback. I think coffee kind of triggers some like release of glucose or glycogen into the blood, but generally it's fine. I mean, if you're not eating, it's not going to make or break. If you drink coffee, oh my God, it's going to change you completely. Some people have sensitivities to coffee and caffeine, so that's a whole other issue, but I wouldn't worry so much about striking coffee. Coffee, tea, like black coffee, plain tea, black or green tea, stuff like that, or water. I would stick to that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Reminder, fam. Reminder, we got some awesome stuff coming up. Come on now. Come on now, fam. We have a live masterclass Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you are there inside Swole TV and inside the private Swole Fam Facebook group. You could join now, swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. 3-month and annual option still available. The early bird is over, but you can still get some awesome specials while they last. Only a week or so left in the entire Summer Swole special. Don't miss out on that. swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole. And Thursday, we got our live masterclass. We will be dropping some knowledge cock over there. Here's some other clips. What else do I got here? But also make sure I mention this again. We have our 5 years of Swole on May 8th, 2021. So make sure you mark your calendars.
USA!
Greatest country in the world.
Mark your calendars. 5 years of Swole, May 8th, 2021. Submit your clips now to team@swolenormous.com. I'll be posting up in the Facebook group where you can submit there, but you can send us an email, again, team@swolenormous.com, with the timestamp of the Daily Swole episode on YouTube, and we will pull those clips, mash them together, and we'll watch them all as a nice throwback reel on May 8th. Together inside Swole TV and the private Facebook group. We will be smashing for the private live stream. And then the winner, the best clip, will be awarded the amazing 5 years of Swole, the 5 years of Swole-iversary card. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be super sweet. That's your birthday, Randy? That's the best birthday in the world. That's the best birthday in the world. Fantastic. That's fucking fantastic. It sure is. All right, we got some Tainty Magooch. Shall we give away this beesh? Let's do it. Everyone, drop those hashtags. Look at that sexy beesh. Come on, who we got now? Scroll, 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 no, scroll, no. Scroll, scroll, scroll. No, I got a fuck average there, though. One more time, almost there. I got a fuck average. Come on, you still got a chance. Drop a couple more hashtags. Drop a couple more. I'm going back down. I'm all the way back to the beginning. Last time. Here we go. Stop. Someone just wipe yoga. Nice. Rant. No. Magic Bill. Oh, nope. Nope. I got some Dookie post. This. Where are those hashtags at? No. 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 Who's doing the Tainty Magooch? Who's doing the Tainty Magooch? Come on now. You guys drop that shit? No one dropped it earlier, huh? Not enough. Not enough of those Tainty Magooches. Got a Tainty Tuesday. That was a close one. Why so late? No. 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 Fucking, was that 0 for 3 or 0 for 4? Fam, I'm trying to not go to like the brand new posts. I'm trying to go for the ones earlier up and scrolling and stopping. No. No, last one. No, last chance. I'm not scrolling. I'm not doing this again. Last one. Last one. Last one. I'm still going. I'm still going. I'm not stopping. I'm just keep on going until I fucking land on someone that dropped the Tainty Tuesday. This is insane. Scrolling, 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 scrolling. Finally, Yvonne, congratulations.
Congratulations!
I have never. It's been so long since we've had like a 4 or 5 scroll. Congratulations, Yvonne. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Like sweating after that. With the Swole card 1817 in the subject. So Swole card 1817 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. And we'll send you this Swole card. New Swole cards are on their way. So if you haven't received yours yet, since the move and everything, now we just sent out a big batch. So make sure that you are ready for that. They're coming in. So congratulations, Yvonne. Send us that email. Good Lord. Good Lord, that was intense. Well, fam, you know what to do. Make sure you're checking out the Swole fam. swolenormousx.com/summerswole. Let's close up this nut and let's get everyone off in a delicious evening. Cheers, Falcon, you psychotic. Randy, YouTube blocked me from messaging. What the fuck? Yeah, censorship is real. It's no fucking joke. But there is no censorship inside Swole Chat, inside Swole TV. The Swole fam, we don't get censored. I'm telling you, this is just cute. We're just doing more and more private casts. Fuck this shit. Enough of the censorship. I'm tired of this fucking shit. That's fucking bullshit. I'm tired of this fucking bullshit. Aren't we all tired of this crap? Say what you feel. Say what you think. Fuck you, sensitive. Beaches. You're very welcome, Lexi. You're very welcome. Yeah, fuck censorship. We do it real here on the Daily Swole.
I don't know how to put this, but...
Well, thank you so much, fam.
Kind of a big deal.
for joining me for episode 1817 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. We'll see you tomorrow for 1818 for Schwednesday. It is Schwednesday. Nailed it.
He's heating up!
Oh, we're rocking now. Oh, we got it now.
He's on fire! Boom shakalaka!
What? What?
Oh, it hurts.
It's getting too intense now. Cut it. Cut it. A little bit intense. Maybe a little too intense. All right, fam. Never too intense. Never, 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 never. Because you know what they say, fam? You know what they say?
I got hairy legs.
That's what they say. All right, fam. We'll see you tomorrow for 1818. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh. Ow.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in a fanny pack, couple hundred in a Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.